Hello everyone, I'm Mark Gabberty, the teenager entrepreneur, digital marketing expert, and author. In this video, I'm going to discuss 4 tactics you can use in order to boost your time management. Time management is a very important skill in which you have all of the open time, but then what activities go within that time that allow you to achieve the results that you are looking for. And time management is really the make or break for any business owner, because the way that we utilize our time ultimately determines what types of results we get out of our efforts. So the first method to boost your time management is to create new habits for yourself that enforce time management. And when you create new habits for yourself, look at habit formation as a way of looking at your life and seeing what you want from it and what needs to be subtracted from your life. So the average American watches 32 hours of TV every week, and I was one of those people for a really long time. But when I developed such a passion for blogging and I found myself spending more time writing blog posts, I realized that in order to take my blog to the next level where I'd be getting traffic, I'd be making connections, I knew that I had to up my game, and the only way to up your game is to get more time and then use that time as smartly as possible. So what I decided to do was gradually give up the amount of time that I spent watching TV. So I watched TV for 2 hours less per week, and then that became 4 hours less per week as I made it gradual. You don't want to make a sudden leap from one thing to the other, because what happens is that can risk you feeling overwhelmed, and then you go back to the habit that you were trying to avoid. So instead of getting rid of something in one swoop, make it gradual. It's easy for you to get rid of it, and then that opens up more time for you. And with this open time, you create habits in which will allow you to use that time more productively. So now that I had more time, I was suddenly able to create more videos. I made creating videos a daily habit of mine. I made writing content a daily habit of mine because I suddenly had more time available. Because if you open up all that extra time, you risk filling up that time with bad habits that basically lead you off to where you were all over again. So you give up watching TV for so long, and then you suddenly surf the web for so long, it doesn't really make much of a difference for your time management. So creating new habits means getting rid of the bad ones and then inserting new habits that allow you to become more productive and utilize more of your time in an effective manner. The second way to increase your time management is to set targeted goals for yourself in which you identify the specific deadline in which when you are going to get the goal accomplished. Giving yourself a specific deadline gives you a time frame that the goal has to be done in. So instead of I'll get to it soon or I'll get to it later, you suddenly have a very specific time and day on the calendar in which this goal is supposed to get done, and that encourages more action to be taken in order for you to accomplish the goal in a shorter period of time. Setting the deadline, it may seem very intimidating at first, but you will suddenly find yourself getting more work done. And even if you just miss your deadline, you will be more productive than if you had not set a deadline for yourself at all. The third way to achieve better time management is to strive for efficiency. And what I mean by that is you look at all of the work that you are currently doing, and then you ask yourself, how can I get the same result but at a faster rate? So how can I write 1,000 words in 15 minutes instead of 30 minutes? And by striving for this efficiency, you will look for ways to save 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, which may not seem like a lot on the surface, but all of those extra minutes add up to hours, days, and weeks, depending on how much of them you end up saving. The fourth way to boost your time management is to be very specific with the goals that you are trying to accomplish. It's not enough to set a deadline or say you want to get this general goal done. You have to be very specific about what you are going to do each day, because if you are not, then what's going to happen is your mind is going to be doing too much wandering as to what you should be doing now. Should you be watching TV? Should you be surfing? The web? Should you be doing something for your book or training course that you are creating? But if you are not specific about what you have to do for the book you're writing, the training course you're creating, or the other big project that you are working on, then what happens is you may think that you're okay for today, and then you fall into a bad habit of procrastination simply because you don't know what exactly you can do today or that you should be doing in order to move your big project forward. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions about time management or any other tips about time management, then post your comment below this video. And if you want me to talk about something specific in one of my upcoming videos, then post that in the comments as well. I make it a point to look through all of the comments and reply to as many of them as possible. And before you go, I'd highly appreciate it if you could leave some type of engagement for this video, whether it be a like or a dislike, just so I get an idea of how I'm doing with my YouTube channel and what types of videos I need to be focusing on the most. That is all for this video. I hope it has served you, and what I want you to do is to dream big, achieve greatness, and unlock your potential today.